What's going on, guys? I just finished the ultimate killer back workout, which I will be showing with you guys in a minute here or so. Everything from lower back to middle back to the upper back. I'm going to be implementing a little commentary for you guys, but I'm going to be giving you or showing you guys sets, reps, exercises, how you should be doing certain things, some things you should watch out for. So take your notepads out, get your pens out, get your mom or dad to start writing some stuff down. Put me on the projector if you got one at home, because this is going to be the ultimate back workout. I'm going to be talking to you guys about some topics here and there, and always, I'm trying to help you guys out. This channel is for you guys, okay? I'm just documenting what I have learned in the past. I know there's a lot of young guys out there that are watching my channel. If you guys have any things that you guys want me to cover, I'm more than welcome to do those things for you. I'm just trying to help you guys out in the end. So please like this video, subscribe, share it to all your friends, and get ready for this ultimate killer back workout. I'm totally gassed right now. I'm gonna go grab something to eat while you guys watch this. Have fun.
What's going on, YouTube family? I hope you guys are having an awesome Sunday. Anyways, I really hope I'm on that projector screen right now. Alright, so let's get this thing started. As you guys see, I'm just doing a little bit of stretching. You guys can do whatever stretching you guys prefer. Honestly, I'm just doing things that I needed to warm up my body. This was a late night workout, so I don't usually do late night workouts. I've honestly done a late night workout every like 4 or 5 months. I thought it felt really good. I had lots of meals in me, lots of water, lots of sodium, so it was an awesome pump overall. So as you guys see, just do any stretches you guys want to do, and we will get this back workout started. So the first workout that I like to do is just any kind of lat pull down. I like this machine. If you guys do have this machine in your gym, I would highly recommend it. I like the single arm, so you can really focus on each arm, and one arm isn't pulling more weight than the other arm is. I started with a wider one here sitting down, but as I went throughout the sets here, you guys will see shortly, I did stand up, and that was only to really activate the lats. I didn't feel like I was activating the lats like I should be. So as I said, this is a great warm-up exercise. Get the back fired up, get the blood flowing in the back. I like to rock just a little bit to really keep the tension in the back. And one thing that I noticed after watching this video a couple times was I didn't honestly notice, hopefully the camera angle switches here, but my right shoulder, I don't know if you guys can tell, maybe in the scene coming up right here, it does go a little bit higher. So when I do pull-ups or when I do any kind of back exercise, especially the lat pull down, you can see my right shoulder going a little bit higher than it should be. And if you guys can videotape yourself, I would highly recommend it. You can see a lot of weaknesses, you'll see a lot of strengths that you guys need to focus on or to improve. And I never thought my right shoulder would go so high. I don't know if maybe my right shoulder is just bigger than my left, or it could also be because I'm pulling more weight when I do my back exercises with my shoulder and not my right lat. So that's one thing I do need to work on. As you guys can see here, I'm going onto my right side here, and my right shoulder, it doesn't really move too much. I want to like have my lat pull it down as far as I can, but I try to do my best, and I like doing the standing up one just so I get that different angle in the lat pull down itself. So just waiting for the next exercise here. So the next exercise I went on to was just the general barbell row. I know that weight did feel a little bit too light, so I did bump it up a little bit. I think I got a 25, 10 and a 5, so 30 or 35 on each side there. And for this exercise, honestly, I did warm up the lats with the first one, but you should always start with your weakest or exercises that you don't usually like to do, or you find like you just don't enjoy them, or you just can't do as much weight. Just always try to knock them out at the very beginning. I like to do the barbell row because it's just one of the better back workouts that hits the upper and middle back itself. So you don't have to load on the weight. I could be doing like a plate 25 if I really wanted to, but as again, your form will not be the same. You will not feel it in your back whatsoever. I didn't film too much about that on the barbell row itself. So on to the third exercise. We do here have the lat pull down. So this is two-handed, one bar, and as you guys can see, as I talked about before, my right shoulder was doing more of the work. I don't usually like the lat pull down. A couple years ago when I started working out, I hated it. I did not feel it in my back. I'm sure most of you guys can relate to that when I say like you don't feel it in your back. But as I got some people helping me out, I started feeling a stretch in my lats, and I kind of enjoy it right now. So any tips that I'd probably recommend is I switched here, as you can see, from the wide to the narrow. I feel my back working more when I have a narrow grip compared to the wide grip. I tend like my shoulders, my arms are doing more of the work, and I haven't gotten the form down correctly with the wide. So I like going to the narrow, and I feel it a lot more in my lats. Just keep your head neutral. You don't want to sway too much, but you want to think of like a quarter or like a loonie or a pencil squeezed on the back of your shoulder blades there in the middle, and always keep that back really tight. You don't want to move your back too much. Sometimes I find swaying a little bit does help, and just do anywhere from 3 to 5 sets. I put on there 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And as you guys can see here, see my right shoulder, it does do a lot of the pulling. So that's one thing that I do need to work on. As I said, try to get someone to film you guys. You guys can see exactly where you need to improve and what you guys need to do to fix that problem. I think we're going on to the next exercise here. So the T-bar row. Now, I did stick with just 45 pounds. I could pack on 3-4 plates on that thing. A, my form will not be good. B, I will not feel it in my back as much as I would with just a plate. So after I did the first set here, I loved the feeling that it was that sensational pump feeling in my back. So you know what? I decided just to keep a plate on the whole, I think I did 4 sets here. And for this one, I like keeping my feet, as you guys saw in the first videotape there, I like keeping my feet on the ground. I don't like keeping it on the back there because I tend to like sway too much or use my arms more than my back if I put my feet on the platform. So I like to keep my feet neutral, shoulder a little bit more than shoulder width apart, in like an athletic stance on the ground. Really squeeze that back. And as you can see here, I need to improve more on squeezing more in the back, maybe pausing for a second. But really keep the tension on the back there. You don't want to be swaying too much, and just go until you feel it. So right there, that one's good form there, and the previous one wasn't as good as this one. But really, your chest can come up a little bit, but you don't want to lose your lower back there. So 5th exercise that I went on to, honestly, probably one of my more favorite exercises here. Now, technique is everything on this one, form. You really want to just keep your feet neutral, a little bit bend in the knees, and you see how my lower back isn't moving too much. The upper back is doing all the work. Now, as you guys can see here, pretty soon I'm going to be going a little bit further. There it is. The first 5 to 6 reps, I like just doing maybe 80% of the movement. And a lot of people don't like going all the way to the front of the cable, but however, I think it's great. You'll work a lot more of the back muscle itself. And if you are wanting to lean down or chisel down, then I would say go more forward. So as you guys can see here from the back view, I'd like to keep my back a little bit more straight and not bend as much forward. However, it was a pretty good exercise to say the least. But I'm going to start moving forward here, as you guys will see, all the way, that deep stretch. And if you guys can, try to pause at the very end, maybe for a second, and maybe a slower release on the way back. That's what I'm probably going to be working on. So, as you guys can see again, the 5 or 6 reps, and then I'll start leaning towards the front of the weight to really get that deep stretch in. You really want to feel it in your lats. You got to really think like your upper back, your lats are really pulling the weight. Try to keep that pencil in between your back. Always keep your back bent. And if you can, have somebody push your upper back and keep it as straight as possible. And I think the last and final exercise after this one, let's see here. Sorry, never mind. Exercise number 6, so the rope face pulls. I'm not a huge fan of this one, but when I did do it, I did feel a good pump in the rear delts and also the upper back. You really just want to have your hand, as you can see on this one here, it's a perfect view, not really on the end of the cable, but kind of in like 80% range from the bottom, and really just keep that tension on the back. You don't want to go too much forward and release the tension, but just bring it enough, pull it towards your face, and just keep pulling. That's all I gotta say. It's not a very hard exercise, as long as you can keep your shoulder blades back. And yet again, if you can grab somebody just to hold you back a little bit, which probably would help, but just really feel. You can also do this maybe on my shoulder day. I do hit rear delts, but I did want to implement it here just to show you guys the different variations of putting it on a shoulder day or a back day. And I like this exercise, just not one of my favorites. And I didn't do deadlifts today, but I did go onto some lower back extensions. And for this one, it's pretty straightforward. You just want to go as far down as you can without killing yourself. And you don't have to. I see people flinging their back all the way up, like they're standing up like right there. And it's not something you honestly have to do. You just got to go until you feel it. This angle here shows it perfectly. Just go up, keep going back down. Really keep the tension on that lower back. You do not want to feel in your hamstrings. You don't want to feel in your other parts of your leg. Your hip bone should be the top of the pad there. So just make sure you adjust the pad, because a lot of people do feel it in their like hamstrings and stuff, and that's not where you should be feeling it whatsoever. You can put some weights on your chest if you want. I was already so tired from the workout, so I decided to just leave it as a body weight here. Anyways, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys can like, subscribe, share this video, that'd be awesome. If you guys have any tips or videos you guys want me to do in the future, please let me know below. Please, please, please. And I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching.